Hi there! We're going to invite you to come along with us for some fun. We're heading to the Ironwood Meetup, 2024 Ironwood Meetup. That is in the Ironwood National Forest near Marana, Arizona. I probably butchered that name. I'll just say near Tucson. And we're going to have a lot of fun and take you to some fun sites.
Hello and welcome back. If it's your first time here, I'm Scott.
And I'm Allison.
And we are
Jarhead and Ginger's Journey.
We're full-time RVers. We do destination videos, tips and tricks, and all things RV. That sounds like something you'd like. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and come along on our journeys.
All right, I'm here with my friend Lonnie. Lonnie, can you tell us about you and your channel?
Yes, my channel is the Crafty Traveler, and I do crafts, I do watercolor painting, I do sewing, and I travel.
And she's getting ready to do a watercolor class today. I have no artistic ability, so we'll see how we do.
You're going to surprise yourself.
All right, I'm excited. No idea what we're going to paint.
They're actually postcards with blanks in the front. They're 140 weight paper, which is typical watercolor paper, and I have done my best to make sure that the top of the card, where the stamp is on the other side of that. So that's the top.
And now I'm here with Sue, and Sue's gonna lead a rock painting class for us. So will you tell us about your channel, Sue?
Hello, I am Sue from Traveling Martin and Sue, and I love painting rocks. So we have the it's called the Kindness Rock Project, and so you just paint rocks and you can just leave them anywhere and someone finds them and you make them smile. So it's a really fun thing to do, and it makes us feel good doing it. So it's like you know that you made someone smile. We have a Facebook group called Bristol County Rocks, so you can put Bristol County Rocks on the back of your rock. Put if found, go on Facebook, and you can go to Facebook, and sometimes people will actually post the rock if they find it, and that makes us smile, the artist. So it's a fun all the way around. You just try to make people smile, and it's just for fun. So
that's awesome. And giving it away means that you don't have to keep things in your RV with limited space.
That's right.
So that's even better for me.
And for me, I started collecting rocks, so I had so many rocks, and I only brought so many with me, so I had to behave and only bring few, so.
Oh, okay.
I had a bunch of my rock friends paint rocks to hold my rug down. So that I asked them, they said, what do you want? And I said, anything you want to paint me. And my daughter painted this one for Mother's Day. She did a rock hide for me on Mother's Day. I swear I couldn't get through it without crying. So she painted me about 10 rocks and hid them in my yard.
Lift up a shout of praise. Oh, there's only one name. We lift up a shout, we lift up a shout. Oh, together we sing. We lift up a shout, we lift up a shout of praise. From the north to the south, let it rise and ring out. Oh, lift up your voice and sing. Yeah, lift up a shout of praise.
Well, I've caught the organizers of the Ironwood Meetup, and I'd like to ask them a few questions, have them introduce themselves and their channel. So who'd like to start?
We'll start with me. I'm Ron. I'm Ron Sees America on YouTube and Instagram.
And I'm Marshall with Mellow Nomadic Adventures.
And I'm Greg with Fit for Expedition on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, all that stuff. So
All right, and so you organized the Ironwood Meetup along with Steve from Desert Adventures in Arizona, who's not here right now, but we'll link his channel below too. And so how did this get started?
Well, I guess it's he and I both had kind of smaller channels. We didn't even have 1,000 subscribers, so that was kind of crazy to even think about doing a meetup. But I think I had like 600, and I was like, I want to do a meetup. So I called Marshall and I said, you want to do a meetup? And so we just kind of went from there. And he said, hey, call that Steve guy, because we didn't know anybody that well. You know, he's like, call that Steve guy from Desert Adventures in Arizona. Maybe he knows a place to do it. So that's how we got the location. And Ron came to the first one, and that was it.
Yeah, about it. Yeah.
And so we're like, hey, Ron, you want to be part of the team? And so now that's the team.
All right. And so what do you do at the meetups?
Wow.
There's a lot of stuff.
And there's a lot of stuff. We've tried to make it to where there's activities you can do. There's excursions to places within this beautiful national monument. There's an abandoned mining town you can go explore. There's some petroglyphs. There's a glider port nearby. And we also have games set up and nightly activities around the campfire. We also do a potluck. Today we had a bunch of different art classes, so
Very successful arts and crafts.
Yep. So
Today.
just a variety.
Yeah, and we want to include all ages, so we do things that we think will, entertain all ages. So we had a light show and sound system the last couple of nights here in the main camp.
And live entertainment and in conjunction with the Mardi Gras party on Saturday night with Bria Burns. That was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so going forward, are you going to have another meetup next year?
Yep, that'll be the 4th.
Absolutely, it'll be 4th annual.
And so they can get information in the Ironwood Facebook group, is that correct?
It's probably the best place.
That's your department, Marshall.
So you can go if you go to Facebook and look up Arizona Ironwood Meetup, you'll find our Facebook group, and that's the best place to find the most current updates about the meetup. But if you're looking for other meetups that are happening in the area, you can check out mellownomadic.com for a full list of meetups.
All right, thank you for putting that together. I've actually looked at that one. And thank you guys, and this is amazing. Thanks for all the hard work that you put into that
Thanks
to
for
make
coming.
all of this have fun.
Yeah, we
Thank you
appreciate
to everybody that came. Yeah, everybody. Thank you guys for being here as well.
This is our guide for today. This is Steve from Desert Adventures in Arizona, and he's going to tell us something about this cactus.
All right, so this, first of all, is an ironwood tree. So we're in the Ironwood Forest National Monument, and it was created primarily to protect these ironwood trees, which are old growth hardwood trees. They can live to be over 1,000 years old. Now you'll notice there's a saguaro cactus growing up through the tree, which is not unusual out here, because what happens is the saguaro cactus bloom in the summer, and then they have fruit. The birds come in and eat the fruit. The bird lands in a tree, goes number 2, out come the seeds through the digestive system, and you have a saguaro cactus growing through the tree. So this is considered a nurse tree because it's protected that saguaro cactus as a baby, and that swirl cactus might outlive the tree. It often happens.
This area is all free-range cattle land, and you can see behind me there's an animal pen. It doesn't look like it's been used in a while, but we are in the desert, so you know animals need water. So if you'll see right over here, there's a water storage tank for the animals. And then we're going to take you down and see the pump. This concrete structure is another water holding area. It's the older water holding area. And then right here is where they would pump the water to the concrete structure first and then up to the other tank eventually, or it was trucked in. But here's the pump. You can still move it. It's very heavy, but it doesn't pump any water right now. But this is an interesting find out here. To think that this was a cattle ranch is pretty interesting.
So I went ahead and climbed up the hill here. I'm right above where the petroglyphs are. And this is what the Native Americans would have actually been seeing while they were up here. If you look down there, you can see into the wash right here. So you can see quite a ways. It goes quite a ways out. So you had good heads up, I guess. If you were up here on watch and you saw somebody coming up, you had a good bit of time to get word back, I guess, to the rest of the tribe, and then they could get out here and defend your tribe. But so the petroglyph rock that is all the way down there in the wash, they think was up here, and it actually fell from up here in this area, and that's why we get to walk up on it and be as close as we could get to it earlier, as you guys saw. Very cool. Have you all ever seen petroglyphs? If so, what'd you think of these? And here are at least some of the petroglyphs that we hiked out here to see, guys. They don't know, I guess, exactly how old they are, but they're guessing around 4,000 to 8,000 years old. I did get a little bit of a close-up earlier, and we'll put that in here. What do you guys see in here? There are some people out here that have actually marked these up with some different things, but you know, if you're gonna be out here, just enjoy what this is. Don't put your initials on things like this guy did. All right, that's not a good thing. But these are the petroglyphs we came out to see, and they are very, very cool. They show up a little better on camera, which is not normal. So you guys come on out and check out the petroglyphs here. They're really cool.
Just down from our BLM camping area is the El Tiro Glider Port. This is home of the Tucson Glider Club, and we're here today to see the gliders. There is a chance that we could take a ride in these, but you have to schedule them in advance. And I don't know if I'm brave enough to do that. You got to see these things. They're really cool. It'd be a lot of fun, but I think I'd probably chicken out at the last minute. So we're going to show you one of the gliders taking off and landing, and see what you think. Here comes the tow airplane coming back to land, and the glider's up in the air swirling around somewhere. We'll see that in just a little bit, but here comes the tow. You can see in this covered area, this is where the pilots park their gliders. There's a big one there, there's a little one there, another medium size there, like the daddy bear, the baby bear, the mama bear, I don't know, all different sizes. I wonder what difference the size makes in the gliding. Probably something with the weight. Here it comes. Wow, that looks like so much fun. Here I am next to one of the gliders. Do you see how tiny it is? It looks like a little toy plane. I don't know that I could actually get inside and sit in there comfortably. I recently lost 108 pounds. I can't imagine I could even have fit in there before, but I'm pretty claustrophobic, so I'm not sure I could handle sitting inside in one of these, but I'd like to give it a try. Wow. Well, you just saw them parking it. It looks like it's pretty lightweight. They just rolled it in and now they're going to tie it down so it doesn't blow away. Looks like they had a good time. So here's a close-up of one. The guy says it's about 440 pounds, somewhere around there. Very lightweight. And there's the controls. And the seat. Wow.
What's going on, guys? This is Aussie Van Man, and we'll see you next time on Jarhead and Ginger's Journey.